7:22, coming at you live from the British Embassy, Washington, D.C.
Khalil.
Hello, governor. That's what I like to say when I see anything British. Across the street is the Khalil Gibran Memorial, and here we go. This is a real hero of mine. We're about Winston Churchill. Peace sign. Winston Churchill, when I think about pacifism, is the first person who comes to my mind. So the peace sign is really appropriate. And this is what I love about this town. So you got Winston Churchill on one side, and you have on the other side Nelson Mandela. And that's what I'm talking about right there, like a little bit of that. And, it's something of a coincidence because people often tell me that my personality is like a perfect fusion of the personalities of Khalil Gibran, Winston Churchill, and Nelson Mandela. And here they are, the trifecta. People ask me, do you aspire to that? And I say, no, it's just, I'm sort of naturally, it's a fusion, God-given fusion. Anyway, I'm here right now, Washington, D.C., just past Joe Biden's house. Trying to get him to come out and join us. He is a lazy guy, and he says what's on his mind. I was like, hey, Joe, you gonna join us this week? And he just cursed at us. Big cursor, Joe Biden. You and Gene O'Brien, killing the game as always. Gene O'Brien, in addition to being one of the most beautiful and brilliant and sweaty women I know, is embarking on a new career as an interior designer, and she's just killing the game. And we're having a really interesting conversation before now about the importance of looking good isn't feeling good, but some people say looking good is more important than feeling good, and I don't disagree, but there is something to be said for making your running into the woods a little bit. It's a little bit of hope I don't run into anyone from the Tea Party back here. Let's just say that. There is something to be said for making your insides match your perfect outsides, right? What do you wouldn't you say, Jean?
Well, definitely when we talk about your insides, we're talking about the inside of your house.
Yes. I'm sorry for the clarification. The inside of your house. Not much that can be done about your soul.
Yeah,
but
so
we're here with some tips today about how you can do that. Some decorating tips. And the first and most obvious is if you want your insides to reflect your outsides, put up a portrait of yourself in your house. The bigger the better. And nothing tacky like Terry Richardson photo. It's so over the top.
Nothing tacky like Sergeant.
Yeah, I was thinking more something like old school and traditional, like a portrait, kind of like an Edwardian thing, maybe like in a pastoral scene with yourself in a wig with a pony. I have a huge one in my house, so that's number one. Number two, put mirrors everywhere. If you want to have your outsides reflected back to you constantly,
reflect out.
Literally, that will reflect your outsides back out to you all the time. So that's number two. Number three, you want to give us our third tip, Jeannie?
Our third tip. I think it's all about the mood board.
The mood board. The mood board is, it's a key concept in interior design where you're supposed to put up, different images that reflect different moods for your design scheme. What I like to do instead of that is put up different pictures of me in different moods. So I have a big board. I have one where I'm like, and one where I'm like, and another one where I'm like, all of them.
And
even contempt, I have every mood. And most importantly though, if you want your outsides to reflect your insides, your cupboards should be filled with what, Jeannie?
Protein all day!